welcome back to my second channel. So today we are going to be doing another bake with me, but we're not going to be trying a new recipe. Actually, today we're going to be baking one of my favorite recipes, which is the vegan crumble muffins from Nora Cooks. By no means am I trying to claim this recipe as my own. I don't even think I could cook a regular vegan chocolate chip cookie on my own. Nora is my girl. I love these muffins so much. I've shared them with you guys before, and this was my third time making them. Both times they came out delicious. They are more of a dessert muffin rather than like a breakfast muffin, so beware because I have eaten 3 of these in one sitting. They are addictive. They are so delicious. Faux baking, these Sweet Lauren's, nothing artificial, plant-based, dairy-free, fudgy brownie cookie dough cookies. The reason why I'm cooking both of these, or baking I should say, is because I'm actually going to be filming a barista role play for my ASMR channel tomorrow, and so I need some baked goodies, and it was actually cheaper to get these and a couple ingredients that I needed for the muffins rather than buying baked treats from somewhere else. So I thought I'll just do it myself and I'll make a little video for it. If you would like, you can follow along. I've got my Winnie the Pooh tee here. I've also got my Winnie the Pooh shirt on as well, so we're gonna have a grand old time to fill the grumblies in our tumblies, as Winnie the Pooh would say himself. Need to do these as well. So how much do I have to preheat the oven for this one? So the muffins are 400. Maybe I can bake these while the muffins are going. That could be helpful. These are a fudgy brownie cookie, and honestly I don't really like fudgy brownie, but I just got them mainly for the role play, and because they are peanut free and gluten free, dairy free, all of that, I can give some to my mom. So one cool thing about them is you can actually eat these as raw cookie dough, which is pretty nice. I have tried the regular chocolate chip ones and eaten them both as raw cookie dough and cookies, and I do prefer eating them as cookie dough. So I might not like this as cookie dough, but I need these for the video, and also I'll give some to my mom. So I'm not gonna waste one on testing today. I can do that another time. Also, how cute is this new tray I got, guys? I got this non-stick tray from Winners, and I thought it was so pretty to match my apartment. I'm really leveling up. The good thing about giving people cookies that are from a package is that if they don't like them, I don't have to blame it on me. So there's a bit less pressure there. However, I have been baking more, guys. I actually, since my last baking video, have really done a lot. I've baked, like I said, the muffins that I'm gonna be making today twice, and I've given some to my mom and my hairdresser, and they loved them. I've given some to my grandma, and my grandma said it's the best muffin she's had in a long time and asked for the recipe. Nora, killing it. I've also made some oatmeal cocoa vegan cookies. I've made, what else have I made? Some other muffins, some chocolate muffins that my little brother liked. So I have been doing some more baking and trying to actually just use up ingredients that I have because my cocoa is gonna go bad, but I have gotten a little bit better, guys. So it shows that progress makes progress. I mean, I took these out of the package, so a lot of baking done there. So these are ready. So first and foremost, we have to grease our muffin tin, of course. I'm just gonna be doing this with a little bit of oil. I really need to get one of those brushes to, you know, like the oil brushes that you have for the barbecue or to just spread seasoning, the silicone brushes. I need one of those to oil my trays. First thing to make these muffins is you have to do the crumble topping, and do not skip over this step, because when I was first making these muffins I was like, I don't need to do that, and then I was like, okay fine, I'll follow the recipe properly, and I am so glad I did, because this crumble is what makes these muffins so addictive. It tastes like a coffee cake, cinnamony, sugary crumble. Oh my goodness, it is so good. This is the key to these muffins. The topping, you will need flour, you'll also need sugar, you will need cinnamon, as well as some melted vegan butter. The kind I'm using is the Melt Organic Cold Pressed Allergen Free butter. Next, we need a 1/4 cup of flour. Flour into a small bowl, and then you need a 1/3 cup of sugar. 1/3 cup of sugar going into the bowl. Spoons of melted butter. I'm gonna pop it in the microwave for about 20 seconds. Enough, but I might need a little bit more. We've got 1 tablespoon and a little bit, and 2 tablespoons there. Yeah, perfect. You need a half teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I'm sure you could add in more cinnamon if you wanted to. I haven't yet, but I think if I were to make this crumble for pumpkin muffins, I would definitely want to add more cinnamon. And then with that, you're just going to mix it all up with a fork. Now, last time I did add in a little bit too much butter, so my muffins were slightly crispier on the crumble. I prefer a softer crumble, so maybe if you prefer a crispier crumble muffin, then add just the teeniest, tiniest bit more butter. Your crumble should look like, see, it's kind of like fluffy and crummy. That's exactly what you want. Oven went off, so I'm gonna pop in the cookies while we're still making the muffins. These go in for about 12 minutes. The cookies are in, and now we can set the crumble to the side while we work on the actual muffin mixture. I'm literally reading off the recipe. For this, you need flour, white sugar, baking powder, cinnamon, and salt for your dry ingredients. So starting off with 1.5 cups of flour and half a cup. I'm gonna need 3/4 cup of sugar. I'm almost out of sugar, but I did buy some more in case I need it. I think I might have just enough. Perfect, so I'm going to put that in there. Teaspoons of baking powder. My grandma these really nice measuring spoons for Christmas, and part of me thinks I should maybe splurge on myself and get myself some really nice teaspoons. I mean, cool. I mean, they weren't that fancy, but they were like magnetic, so they all stayed together nicely, and they were metal, they weren't plastic, so maybe I'll level up at some point in my baking game. I need a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and last you need a half teaspoon of salt. That will be it for the dry ingredients. With our whisk, we're gonna be whisking that all together. This is my favorite part because it's the dry ingredients, so it's just so fluffy and fun. I think my favorite thing to bake would be muffins because I just love eating muffins. They're my favorite, but I do really want to learn how to make sourdough. I need to get a sourdough starter kit online or something, so I kind of want to try that at some point, but maybe I'll start trying to make sourdough in the summer. Now we set our dry ingredients off to the side, and we're gonna start on the wet ingredients. For the wet ingredients, you're gonna need 3/4 cup of plant-based milk. She recommends soy or almond. I only have oat, but that's still gonna work because it's unsweetened. And then you also need a half cup of light oil, like canola or vegetable oil, not olive oil because that's quite a strong flavored oil. You also want a tablespoon of lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1.5 cups of mixed berries. Now I have my berry cherry medley defrosting right now, and if you are going to use larger berries like this, like cherries, blackberries, raspberries, make sure that they are defrosted. But if you're just using blueberries, then it's okay if they are frozen, but for the larger ones, you need them defrosting. So mine are just kind of sitting out right now. Starting off with our 3/4 cup milk. Again, this will not be, I'm sure, 100% accurate because these are dry measuring cups and apparently not liquid measuring cups, but it's okay, we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna be using a half cup of the same vegetable oil that I used to line the muffin tins. I'm gonna need a new oil soon as well. And you want a tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm just using this lemon juice, not fresh, but I will say I have done fresh lemon juice the first time, delicious. The second time, I didn't use lemon juice because I didn't have it, and I Googled the substitute and I used apple cider vinegar, and it actually turned out fine. They were still delicious muffins. So if you don't have lemon juice and maybe thought you did, then you can use apple cider vinegar. I think most of us have that in our pantry. I have, for some reason, 3 bottles of apple cider vinegar. I do not know why, but apparently I'm very stocked up. Then you need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, which is basically liquid gold because it is so expensive. Thank goodness I got a second one of these. No! $4 down the drain. Now you're just going to mix up your wet ingredients before we put them into the dry ingredients. Pouring that in here. And now she does say to not over mix, and lumps are totally cool. So I like that she added that. A minute left on the cookies, so pretty good timing. I will have to wait for my oven to preheat a little bit more, but I'm sure if you guys are making this at home, you will just be doing the muffins, and so your oven will be preheated faster and all ready to pop in. Ourselves a gorgeous batter there, and then she says to fold in the mixed berries. Just fold in the cheese, David. Probably just 2 more minutes. My oven is a bit weaker than other ovens, so I kind of have to try and play with the time. These ones I have to cook a little bit longer than she says, like 3 minutes longer, because my oven just, she's weak, okay? She's tired. Now, if your berries aren't defrosted, I've put my berries in the microwave before. Are you supposed to do that? Probably not. Probably not. And I'm sure Nora would be shaking her head. But my berries weren't defrosted and I wanted to make the muffins, and I can tell you they turned out just fine. They were still very delicious. I think my cookies should be done now, so let's check on them. I mean, they're teeny tiny still, but I think they're ready. I don't want to put them in too long. Should be all done, and now I'm going to preheat my oven to 400. About good, and I'm just going to pop all of these in here. Is this folding in? Probably not. Just like kind of folding it in, I guess. I just mix it delicately. There we go, and your batter should look like that. She looks so pretty with the berries. And then you also have your crumble here. So now what you're going to do is you're going to put your mixture in your muffin tin and then add the crumble on top. Normally just use a big spoon for this and kind of try to evenly add in the muffin mixture to everything. It doesn't have to be perfect, but oh my gosh. I was actually going to make pumpkin muffins as well, but I thought for the video, pumpkin was kind of a little bit too fall, and probably a fruit muffin and a chocolate cookie is enough. If I want, I do have to run to the grocery store today anyways, so I could always grab another baked good like a croissant and then just give those to my mom afterwards. There was no way that I was also going to learn how to make a vegan croissant today. That was not on the to-do list. I'm actually pre-filming right now, so by the time this video goes up, I will probably be in England, and I'm so excited to go. I haven't seen Thomas in a little bit, like 6 weeks, and I'm excited. I think I might actually make these muffins for his family while I'm there. I think that they would really like them, especially his dad, because his dad really likes fruit themed things. I actually tried this recipe after Thomas came to visit in January, and I'm disappointed that I did because I totally wish he could have tried these, so that's also why I think I have to make them when I go there. For the star of the show, the crumble. This is going to be everything, okay? This is what's going to make you addicted to these muffins, so I warn you. And I just sprinkle a bit over top of each one. No real too precise way to do it. I'm sure if you're a proper chef, there is a more precise way than this, but I think if I were to make like any muffins in the future now, I would want to add this crumble because it's so delicious. Oh my gosh, don't those just look so beautiful? Just wait until they're ready. I'm telling you guys, these are like some of the best muffins I've ever had in my entire life. Not to mention the fact that I actually make them myself, and you guys too. Nora, I don't know how much they're paying you, but it's not enough, sweetheart. It's not enough. I leave these in for 18 to 25 minutes. I have to do closer to 25 because my oven is a bit weaker. And in the meantime, while those are baking, we can clean up our station. I mean, it's not too bad. I kept it relatively tidy here, but I do have lots of flour and stuff and dishes to do, so I'm going to do that, and then by the time the muffins are done, we don't have any dishes to do. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cave. Let's try one while they're still soft and gooey. Yeah, I would say those are actually pretty good, and I'm not even someone who really likes chocolate, so that's saying something. I actually think I like those more than the regular chocolate chip ones, even as cookie dough, like the regular chocolate chip cookie dough or baked into cookies. That was so delicious. I'm gonna be using these for the video, like I mentioned, and then probably giving them, you know what, I might have to just give these to my mom and my brother because they're pretty teeny tiny, and I think my brother would really love them. He loves all things chocolate. That is a 6-year-old. So there is about 10 minutes left on the muffins, so I'm gonna answer a couple emails and then we'll take this out. Oh my goodness, don't those look so gorgeous? Okay, wait, this is kind of hot, but let me get a thumbnail. You just wanna stick a toothpick in it to see. So she says just stick a toothpick in it to see if it comes out dry, and that's how you know they're ready. I can also see the crumble is starting to brown along the sides, which looks beautiful, and I don't want to overcook the crumble because I don't like when it's too crunchy. Look so beautiful, but we do have to leave them to cool for a while because obviously we can't eat them right now. They're too hot and you have to wait for them to cool in the pan. So I'm going to go out and run a couple errands, and then when I come back, we can have one and take them out of the tins, and you will see how delicious they are. My goodness, if you're baking these at the same time, best believe you are in for a treat. So beautiful. Every time I make them, they look gorgeous, and you can see all the fruit. So that's why I don't think it hurts to go overboard with the fruit. I'd rather have more fruit than less fruit, but that's just me because I love a fruitier muffin. Okay, so it's been about an hour and my muffins have cooled. They look absolutely beautiful, don't they? And now it's time to take them out of the muffin tin. I always have troubles with this, so if you guys have any tips, I would greatly appreciate it, because even though I still grease the muffin pan, I still struggle to get these out, so I have to use a knife to kind of cut around the outside of the muffins. And there she is, all beautiful. Okay, ready? We're gonna do a taste test. These are so good. They are moist, they are sugary, they are fruity, they're so delicious. Oh no, not the crumble. I also love using cherries and blackberries, like the berry mix, because then you get a more variety of a berry flavor. I'm going to take the rest of the muffins out of the tin and plate them for the video, and then I'll probably freeze a few for myself and, like I said, give others to friends and family. But I hope you guys enjoyed baking with me. It's been a while since I've done a baking video, and clearly I've gotten better. I mean, it was way less chaotic, so that shows improvement. If you guys made these muffins, then let me know what you think of them in the comments, because I think they are beyond delicious. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this relaxed, laid back baking video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.